What's going on, champs and champettes? And let's be honest here, Pokemon cards and pretty much every other card in the entire universe right now, even graphics cards or consoles, are being scalped up the butt. You cannot get a single thing anymore without it being scalped every single second that they have a restock. It's actually gotten so bad that Target completely stopped people from being able to actually purchase card packs, such as Magic the Gathering, such as Pokemon trading cards. Basically any card pack out there, Target was like, nope, you are not allowed to buy these anymore. Now there should be an image on screen that shows that little Target message or whatever, but the only way to actually get cards nowadays seems to just be online while trying to also beat out other bots. Now, the reason why Target, obviously made it so you couldn't buy cards in person anymore, because at the end of the day, look, scalping, technically it's still profit for Target. Well, the reason why is because of people actually starting fist fights at a Target over cards. Like, I get it, you want to resell it, you want to make it easy little profit, but at the end of the day, it's like, is it really worth getting into a fist fight over? It's literally Pokemon cards, dude. But I just wanted to mention that to kind of start off today's video. As you can already tell by the title and thumbnail of the video, we are going to be talking about me accidentally throwing away a whole entire thing of Pokemon cards. Now, let me set the stage for you. Back in high school or middle school, we started getting lockers, as you usually do when you get older into older grades. We had lockers where you put a backpack and all that stuff. Well, one thing I did was I had two actual, themed booster boxes, or whatever they're called, of actual, just, themed Pokemon cards. It was like a themed deck, I would say. And I never had a binder for Pokemon cards like I do now. I never really had a place to store my Pokemon cards. So what I would do was I would shove them into this actual booster deck, and I would just keep all of my cards in a single, in two theme decks. It was to the point where these things were overflown, and if you were to try to pull one card out, you're pulling at least 7 other with it. Now, that was just an example of how many cards I really had just in my locker at all times. And of course, I wasn't really worried about it because unlike a locker 3 lockers down from me, I actually had one that locked. That's right, someone in my high school or middle school, I forget which grade it was, actually had a locker that literally anyone could open. And anyone could technically steal from them doing that or do a prank on them or whatever. Luckily, I wasn't like that. The only issue I really had with lockers was the fact that they always put me in between 2 girls, and 2 girls at a locker seemed to just like taking up 4 locker spaces. It was the most frustrating thing in the world. I would have to sit there from behind, be like, alright, just entering my combination all the way out here from North Korea. Let's hope I got the number right. Oh, dang, I messed up. But there's no need to fear, as one of the girls would actually watch my locker combination enough to the fact that they actually memorized it, and a way to mess with me was they would go over there and unlock my locker for me. And first off, thank you. Even though you might have thought you were being rude or thought you were being funny, you're just being helpful. You're helping me be extra lazy, so I appreciate it, man. But, let's continue the story where it was. I just wanted to go on a rant about everything because, let's be honest, commentary channel, talk about whatever. I mean, you're watching me talk about Pokemon cards. So I had these 2-pack of Pokemon cards all stacked up, next to each other. They were filled to the brim. They were about to explode how filled up they were. And at the end of each year, you get a new locker. So what that means is that you have to completely clean out your locker, including all the paper, pencils, whatever you may have in there, so that next year, whoever gets it has a nice locker. And, well, for me, I was not very clean with my locker. Yeah, that thing was an utter mess. There was so much mess everywhere. On the floor, you had, papers, you had tons of random assignments. You just had, a binder, and then you had a notebook, and then, I don't know, you probably even had, 3 laptops out of nowhere. I don't know where I would get 3 laptops from, and I wish I had 3 now, but you could just find anything and everything down there. And I'd be like, oh, I lost the assignment that we need to turn in. Can I go check my locker for it? Sure enough, I would find it in my locker if I actually looked long enough for it. It might take me 10, 20 minutes, but I would find it in there. It wouldn't be done. It would probably be crumbled up, might be ripped a little bit from getting tugged by the locker, but I would find whatever I was trying to look for in that locker. I could probably even find $1 million if I looked hard enough. But here comes the dangerous part. It's cleanup time. Everyone's going out during advisory to start cleaning up their locker, and I was throwing away some stuff I didn't really care about, like, oh hey, a journal, you know, like a notebook for taking notes, a binder that I don't need anymore. I'm just going to toss it away, recycle it, you know, give it away or whatever. But one thing I didn't realize was gone, because I actually saved one of my Pokemon card packs. I put it in my, put it in my pants so I wouldn't misplace it or anything. Was I had a Pokemon card pack, and I strongly believe to this day that it was in one of the binders. I feel that it had like gotten in between the binder and I never realized it, but it was in the locker. No one got in my locker. It wasn't the girl who knew my combination. She didn't really care about Pokemon cards at all. I don't even think she cares about video games at all, even to today. But I saved one of the packs, and the other pack went right where the binder went, which was the giant trash bin. It was like a massive trash bin that could probably fit me. I'm like 6'4". It could probably fit me sitting down in it, and I would kind of be fine. I might have to go crisscross, but I could probably sit in there. But I had thrown it in the trash can, and when I realized it was like a day or two later, I was like, wait a minute. I had 2 packs. Where's the other one? So I went home, looked for it. It wasn't at my house. Then it clicked. They were both in my locker, and I threw one away because my locker was so messy. And to this day, I regret young me's actions. I despise you, young me. Why could you do this? And I wouldn't really have cared that much if, you know, it was just a theme deck. I could go out and I could just buy another one. You know, I'd be like, hey, gotta get one of these. Oh, I can't because they're scalped right now. All right, I'll come back in 12 years. See you then. And, you know, I could buy it eventually. But the thing was, it was so filled up with random cards, it was filled to the brim. It was like saying, hey, I have this Pokemon binder. I'm gonna throw the whole entire binder full front to back, middle, everywhere of Pokemon cards in the trash can on purpose. It's like saying that, except for me, it was an accident. It's like, you don't do that. And I accidentally did that. And I don't really think I had that many good cards back then. I don't really think I even had like EXs, GXs, VMAXs, were VMAXs even out back then? I'm not really for sure. But it's not like I had that many good cards, but the fact that I still had a ton of cards that may have been worth something. I don't know. I never really looked into the value of them. Obviously, I was younger and I didn't really care about, oh hey, this might be worth something in the future. But it's just the fact that I did it. It eats away at me, and that's why I made this video. As you guys see, the background footage was me and a friend of mine, G-Matrix Games, just opening up Pokemon card packs and Pokemon trading card game online, which if you have any codes and you don't play the game, consider DMing me at I'm FireMonkey with your code. I will gladly accept any card packs you can give me. I mean, Bodil40 gave me like 200 card pack codes the other day, so I really appreciate that. But just the fact that I came from me and him just talking about Pokemon cards to it snapping in my mind, wait a minute, I'm going to bring back a very suppressed memory, and you know what, let's make the burn even worse. Hey FireMonkey, you wanna make a video talking about how you completely screwed up and just threw away Pokemon cards? I'll never forgive myself, okay? I'll never forgive myself. So for today's comment question of the day, I want to know, what is the worst thing that's ever happened with you regarding Pokemon? This doesn't have to be related to the card game. It could be related to, I don't know, Pokemon Sword and Shield. It could just be related to Pokemon Go even. I want to know your experience with Pokemon and the worst experiences ever that you've actually had. And with that said, my name's FireMonkey. If you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing with post notifications enabled, liking the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and with that said, I will see you champs and champettes next time with another video. Thanks for watching, and I am out. Peace.